Hey guys, this is Emily from Emily's Anthology, and since all the Halloween tutorials have been coming out this month, I thought I might do one as well. I know the White Swan has probably been done to death, but I just really loved the makeup look, and I was watching the movie just, I think, about a week ago, and I thought she just looks so amazing and I really wanted to do something like this. So this is my White Swan makeup look. I hope you guys like it, and if you do, please watch on to find out how you can get it. I'm going to put down a primer, and the primer that I'm going to be using is the Uemura Tsuya Skin Primer. This is the UV under base, so I'm just going to pump some of that off on the back of my hand, just a small tiny amount. And I'm going to apply that all over my skin. Now once that base has been laid down, I'm going to go in with a nice matte foundation. I'm going to use the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation, and I'm going to apply it with my Dior Full Coverage Foundation brush. So I'm just buffing that into the skin. And I'm only staying on the bottom half of the face because the top half is going to be covered by another foundation, a much lighter one. And then I'm going to dab the brush onto any areas where I need extra coverage. Now on the upper half of the face, I'm going to be using the Illamasqua Skin Base Foundation. This is in the number 1. So I'm just popping a little bit off on the back of my hand, and I'm going to be applying this with a beauty blender type sponge. This is a blending sponge from the Kit Cosmetics Toolkit range, and I'm just going to lightly press it all over the top half of my face, so from here upwards. And you want to make sure that you take all of this well into your hairline so they don't see any obvious harsh lines. And once you're done, you want to use the clean end of the sponge that you've been using and just blend the edges away. Moving on to the brows, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Beauty Express Kit in Brunette, and I'm only going to be using the dark shade over here. Now, Natalie Portman's brows in this film are really straight. Naturally, she has really straight brows as it is. I'm just not going to accentuate my arch, but I'm also not going to straighten my brows that much because I want them looking a bit more natural. So now that the eyebrows are done, I'm going to get around to setting down a base for my eyes. I'm going to start by using the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil, and this is in the color Pots and Pans. So I'm going to be placing this on the inner half of my eye, and taking it all the way actually through to about 3/4 of the way through the eyelid. And then I'm going to extend it down underneath the eye as well. Next, I'm going to go over all of that because I want to intensify the silver in the eyes, and I'm going to be using the Sleek Molten Metal palette, obviously using the silver side. I'm just using a clean finger for this, and I'm going to pat that color over the inner corners of the eyes. Next, using my Chanel Illusion d'Ombre in the color Fantasme, I'm going to pick it up with a Boots No. 7 Smoky eyeliner brush, and I'm going to highlight the inner corners of my eyes. And placing that on the very innermost corners and dragging them out a little bit, probably about 1/4 of the way into the eye. Next, I'm going to shade the eyes a little bit. I'm using the Sleek Oh So Special palette for this. It looks like this. And I'm going to be using the dark brown color over here in the palette. And I'm picking it up with an NP Set Crease Blender brush. And I'm just going to run that into the crease of the eye, right above the silver colors. And then I'm taking that pretty straight out to the outer edges of the eyes, and then coming back down towards the lash line. Now I'm taking a fluffy blending brush and just blending all of that out very softly. Now I'm going to pick up a little bit of the black in the palette with the blending brush that I used earlier. And I want to place that inside the brown that we placed earlier, just to kind of darken up the edges. Sorry, not the edges, the center. Then I'm taking another blending brush and just blending that out very softly. Now I'm going to mix in a little bit of the brown and the black colors here. Now I'm going to tap that off on the back of my hand, and I'm going to bring it all the way into the inner corners of the eyes, just to add a little bit of a shadow there. Now I'm going back in with the very tip of the blending brush that blending sponge that I used earlier, and I'm just going to fix up all the places that I blended away the white foundation, and also just softening this highlight, and also softening the contouring a little bit as well. Next I'm going to go back in with my Chanel cream eyeshadow, and I'm going to pick it up with my finger this time. And I'm going to pat over the entire area where I laid down the silver eyeshadow. Then I'm going to go back in with my Boots No. 7 Smoky eyeliner brush and apply it to the inner corners of the eyes and the bottom lash line. Next I'm applying the Clinique True Black Cream Liner with my Skin Food eyeliner brush. Tight lining at first, and then lining the upper lash line, and then thicken it at the outer corners. And then take it onto your lower lash line, staying away from the waterline. At this point you can use a blending brush just to soften all the harsh lines on the eyeliner. Now I'm going back in with a mix of the black and the brown from the Slate palette that I used earlier, and I just want to redefine the eye and make it a little bit more smoky, because I think I didn't make mine smoky enough earlier. I'll make a little bit more of a cat shape at the outer corners with the eyeshadow. And I'm just blending everything. And then I'm also taking a tiny bit of that black and brown eyeshadow onto the lower lash line, just to smudge out the eyeliner and give it a little bit more of a smoky effect. And then I'm going to go back to my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Pots and Pans and line my lower waterline. Then I'm going back in with my Illamasqua Skin Base. This is a great way to use the color up. And I am just re-highlighting all these areas that need the white in them and cleaning up underneath the eye at the same time. You can also use this time to kind of neaten up the outer wing of your eyeshadow. And then the last step for the eyes is to draw a sort of winged fan shape with the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil on the outer corners of the eyes. And I think I might add the Chanel cream eyeshadow to it too, just to give it more of a highlight. I'm just going to pat it on with my clean finger. Okay, the eyes are almost done. Now I'm just going to put on a coat of my CoverGirl Natureluxe mascara, and also I'm going to be putting on a pair of false eyelashes, and I will be right back. Now I'm going to do a bit of contouring with my Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate kit. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pick the contour up with my fingers first and just kind of put a line down where I want the contour to be. And then I'm going to use the other end of the blending sponge and slowly blend everything out. Before I forget, I decided to use a couple of really cute eyelashes. These are the Glam Eyes by Manicare Britney lashes, and they have little bejeweled bands, which is really cute. I'm not sure if you can see it on camera, but I really love them, and I thought that they would be a cute little detail to this look. So moving on to the lips, the first thing I'm going to do is pop on a little bit of the Simplicité Angelica Lip Care Balm. And this is just going to help smooth my lips down and give my lips a little bit of slip for the lip liner that I'm going to be using right after this. Okay, so I'm going to start with the No. 7 Perfect Lip Pencil. This is in the color Nude. And the first thing I'm going to do is line my lips. Color in your entire lip with the lip liner. And finally use a natural colored lipstick or just a really glossy kind of lip balm. Anything that will give you a sort of natural yet slightly creamy looking lip. I am using the Sleek Makeup Pout Polish, and this is in the color Peach Perfection. So this is the finished White Swan makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please subscribe up above and like down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!